A lot of people think I'm a strong person, but I'm not. No. Before the crack of dawn, before my friend even arrives to help me get up, I'm awake. I look to heaven and I whisper, God, I have no strength for this day, no energy, no courage for this day. But Jesus, you've got courage. So help me be brave for the day, would you? I cannot do this, but I can do all things through you as you strengthen me. My pain and my paralysis at 4 o'clock in the morning could fill me with a lot of fear, but I stay a step ahead of my fears. Every day I turn fear on its head, and in so doing, I become a person of Psalm 34, verse 4. I sought the Lord and he answered me, and he delivered me from all my fears. Wow. So, just how does God do this? Well, let me tell you a secret, which has sustained me these many years in my wheelchair. The secret is revealed in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. This is what it says. It said, no temptation, that is, no trial, no test has overtaken you, except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted or tested beyond what you can bear. But when you are, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. Look, God promises that every temptation, that is, every fearful trial or test, every one of those things that comes my way, also comes with a way out so that I can endure it. And exactly what is that way out, or that way of escape, as some translations say? Here it is. It is the promises of God. I access God's power against fear as I make each promise of God my own. I remember the time I was in a vacation house with my helper, and during the night she stayed down the hall with a baby monitor between our rooms. That way, if I awakened in pain, I could call her to help come and reposition me in bed. Well, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I was jolted awake by excruciating pain, and I called softly through the monitor for my friend. When she didn't respond, I called again, and then again, a little louder, even then louder, and still no answer. I drew a deep breath and I screamed, "Help! Help me!" The house was silent. And that's when fear really started to turn into panic, because I knew I just wouldn't be able to make it to morning. But then I remembered a poster that was in the bedroom. It was right above the door. It said, Joshua 1:9, "Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid or dismayed, for the Lord is with you wherever you go." And so there at 1 a.m., by this time it was 1:30, I start praying, Jesus, you tell me to be courageous, for you promise that you're going to be with me, and I need you to make good on that promise right now. So this is what I started doing. I started screaming the words of every Bible promise I could think of, hoping that my helper would hear me. Lord, you are my ever-present help in trouble. I'm screaming. Your grace is sufficient. I'm screaming. Your name is a strong tower. My voice is nearly dry from screaming, and as I cried out the words of every promise, I could feel my fear begin to vanish. Maybe, 45 minutes later, I finally heard a click on the baby monitor. My helper had heard me. She came running and burst into the room, anxious and breathless. And as she quickly turned me, I felt so calm, so incredibly, miraculously peaceful. God gave me what he promised in Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. He gave me his courage. So that's how I thrive on the promises of God. I could so easily say with the psalmist, your promises have been thoroughly tested, and your servant loves them. That's from Psalm 119, verse 140. And I do. I have tested them. God gives us his promises so that we might bring each one of them to him in exchange for the blessings that those promises guarantee. So the next time you sense fear begin to rise in your throat, anchor yourself to a Bible promise and hear the voice of your Savior saying, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." And that's his promise.